Hola amigo, Aloita, this is your boy Silenx and you're watching SilenxScripts. This is episode 13 of the series Let's Learn How to Build Static Websites and Make Our Lives Less Miserable. I'm really sorry about this episode 11 title here. I didn't actually change the folder name because I'm too lazy to do that. Anyway, in this episode 13, we're going to learn about two things. HTML list and CSS about list, and also z-index. So we're gonna learn about both of these things. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's build a really quick boilerplate. Let's name let's name the title "Very Fun Day." Although it's not true, I'm so tired I can't even tell you. Anyway, I've just connected my Visual Studio Code to the Open Live server. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you about the lists in HTML. Now, there are two types of lists in HTML. First one is OL. Now what this OL means? OL stands for, what was it? Ordered list. Yeah, OL stands for ordered list, so you will get order in it, like A, B, C, D, or maybe numbers. So you can give a lot of, and LI are like list elements. Okay, list items. LI stands for list items. I don't know if it does, but I'm just gonna say it still. So I'm gonna do it wedgies. I think I'm gonna make grocery list. Okay, maybe Nutella. The next thing is gonna be peanut butter, although I don't eat peanut butter, not a big fan of it. And then maybe Cheetos, or maybe M&Ms. Okay, so now we have three things. Now you can see they are ordered like by number. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 are the numbers they automatically got. And the second type of list is UL, which means now OL meant ordered list and UL means unordered list. And when I save this file, you can see the numbers changed to this these dots. So yeah, unordered lists are unordered, of course. They don't have any kind of order, and order lists have orders in them. And if I add another element, like if I add let's say Oreos, I like Oreos. If I add Oreos here, it will automatically give it the number 4. Okay, you can also change the numbering to alphabets, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I just wanted to show you how to use lists in HTML. So basically this is it for lists in HTML. Now you might think this was crazy short, Silenx, but this is actually true. Lists are not much of a deal. They are really easy to understand. Ordered lists give you ordered list. Unordered list give you unordered list. And LI are just list items. These are the items you can put in lists. Isn't it easy? Yeah, it is. Now you know about HTML lists. We're gonna move on to the CSS that relates to lists. Now let's get started with the CSS related to HTML lists. Now what I'm going to do is give a class to both of these lists, and I'm going to say OL. I'm really lazy to give them unique class names. I'm just going to do OL and UL. Now what I'm going to do is going to do OL, which will target the ordered list first. So inside of the ordered list, in any kind of list, you can have three types of CSS properties. The first CSS property, first of all, I want to give it a border. I want to give the ordered list a border of 1 pixel solid red. Now, is this not working? Wait for a second. I'm just going to give it a class of O list. Maybe this is where I'm wrong. O list. Color. Oh, wait for a second. I think, yeah, I have not included my CSS file. I do this a lot. I mean, you can call me stupid or anything. I don't know. I don't know. I do this a lot. I forget to link CSS file. Anyway, I'm gonna do 1 pixel solid red. Gonna give this a border. Now, next thing I'm gonna do is display inline block, so it takes only the width it needs. I've told you about this in the previous episode. If you want to ask me how did I do these. Anyway, and also in the very last episode, and episode last I guess, what happened was I told you that by default your browser gives like automatic margin, so you can do margin 0 and remove that margin, and it also gives automatic padding, so you can do padding 0 to remove the automatic padding. Anyway, now that we are done with that, there are three different CSS properties related to lists. Now, when it comes to lists, there are three major properties in CSS related to HTML lists. And in order to showcase how it happens, I have also given border to the list item inside of OL list classed element, this class, and then this li. And I'm really sorry if you hear a dog barking. I have a dog in my neighbor and he just goes mad at night, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so in the CSS, I targeted the li, the list items, inside of the element which has the class OL list. Now that we have the border in there, what I can do in OL list is gonna go do the first property, which is list style position. Now in list style position, you have two options, one inside and the second one outside. If I use the inside one, then you see the numbering goes with the list item. And by default, the numbering is not with the list item, it's outside of the list item. You can see I gave the border to the list item here, so you can obviously see the numbering is not inside of the list item. If you do list position inside, then it goes inside of the list item. The next CSS property related to list is list style image, and you won't end up using this a lot, but anyway. So now you see there are the list is numbered, like you can see 1 2 3 4 numbers. But now I have gotten this image, which is cat.jpg. I downloaded this image off of internet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do URL, and this is also something I haven't taught you about yet, so I'm gonna teach you about this thing further somewhere in future, I guess. Or maybe, I don't know, I don't really remember if I've taught you this, and if I haven't, I'm gonna go back and check, and then I'm gonna teach you about URL. Okay, so just for now, remember that all you have to do, you don't have to care about this URL right here. What you have to care about is I can change these numbers with the cat.jpg. I can do /cat.jpg. Oh my god. And then you can see rather than the numbers, the cat.jpg is now showing up instead of the numbers. And of course, this is not something you'd want to do. I just did it to show you, although this doesn't really look good. I'm gonna zoom it out so you can see the Nutella has cat.jpg instead of numbers. And yeah, this is pretty cool, I guess. Nutella, cat, peanut butter, cat, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go up and then gonna remove this. The third one, the third CSS thingy, is list style type. Now you can choose, there are many options when it comes to, let me just do none for now. And as you can see, as soon as I did none, the numbering vanished away because I did list style type. The type of the list numbering or styling should be none, so it took none. If I do autocomplete, it will show me a lot of things I can do. Like there are many things that I can do. Upper alpha, like ABCD, then I can do lower alpha, they will go small ABCD. And if there are many options here, like decimal leading 0 0 0 1, and this will become 10 and stuff like that. So there are a lot of options in list styling that you can check out, and this is your homework. Okay, you have to check out all the properties in list style type, and then tell me what you found in the comment section below. Okay, you have to explain all of them. There are not many, there are like 6 to 7, so you have to use all of them in your CSS, and then tell me what do they actually mean. Okay, that's your homework. Please do that, please. Okay, because if you don't do anything by yourself, you'll probably become stupid. Anyway, so we're gonna learn things about overflow. I mean, not overflow, sorry, z-index. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 div boxes. I'm gonna name this, I'm gonna give this a class of box1. I'm gonna give the other one class of box2. Sorry, I need to give it a class of box2. and you can't see them. I'll make you see them. I'm gonna use box 1. I'm gonna give it a border 1 pixel solid red, and I'm gonna do a display inline block. These are the things I've already taught you. Width shall be 100 pixels, height shall be 100 pixels. I'm just doing some simple stuff. Now you shouldn't do this. This is not very efficient CSS coding. I'm just doing this to teach you. Box 2, and then you can see we have gotten 2 boxes with the same CSS. Now what I could have done is given them both class of box and then given them different IDs of box 1, sorry, box 2 it should be, box 2, and this one box 1, which is what I'm gonna do now because that will be efficient coding. What I'm gonna do is remove this, and then instead of targeting each box, I'm gonna target both of the boxes at the same time. Now if I do box 1 and I change the background color to something different, which is gonna be background color to my favorite color, which is aquamarine, don't ask me why, and the box 2 to pink. Fun fact, that is also color I really love. I don't don't think why people think pink is supposed to be a women's color, because I quite like that color, and to be honest, whenever I wear pink color clothes, I think I look cute. At least I think so. I don't actually look cute, but okay. Anyway, so let's stop talking about me and let's get back to box 1. Now you see on box 1 and box 2 are side by side, and they're all cool and all and fun, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say box 1 to box 2 to position relative, and I've already taught you about position relative. Go watch a video if you haven't, if you don't know about it. And I'm gonna do I need to give it I need to move it this box to my left, so I'm gonna give it right maybe 10 pixels, so it will move 10 pixels from the right. Now it has movement. I'm gonna give it 20 pixels from the right. I'm gonna give it 50 pixels from the right. I'm gonna give it 60 pixels to the right. I'm just finding a good place to tell you what I'm actually doing. I'm actually gonna do box 1's width to maybe 200 pixels. Okay. Okay, so what we are seeing right now, if I keep doing this, if I turn this to 180 pixels, you can see that the pink box is above the blue box, okay? The pink box is absolutely above the blue box. Now I'm gonna give the blue box, I'm gonna give the pink box some height of like 200 pixels so that it turns out, okay, now you can see both of them separately. Now first of all, what if you want the blue box to come above this pink box? How do you do that? First of all, the first thing you have to do is give this blue box position relative as well, because these two boxes shall have at least absolute or relative position to even work, okay? So what I'm gonna teach you now is pretty much very easy. So I just want this blue box to come above this pink box, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this property called zIndex, and by default all the elements in HTML have like 0 zIndex. So if I do zIndex 1, then because the pink box has its zIndex of 0, the blue box has zIndex of 1, so the zIndex comes on top of it. Now if I give zIndex of 2 to the pink box, it's gonna come above it. And you can also use negative numbers, like I can use negative 10, so it will the blue box will go to negative 10. If I give this negative 11, then it will go behind the blue box. So yeah, the lesser the zIndex you have, the element which has higher zIndex will come on top. That's the basic thing. Yeah, that's all zIndex is. And one more cool thing, if you're using Microsoft Edge, you have this crazy option which I really like, which is I'm sure it does exist somewhere. I'm not sure where though. I'm just gonna take this out. And where is it? I know it does exist somewhere. Okay, so okay, So whenever I have already taught you about how to use developer tools. Now if you click on any of the element and use this thing, which is z index, you in front of every z index property you can use this button called open 3D view, and then it shows you 3D view, of course, in the very developer console. And now you can see your 3D view. Isn't that cool? Let me show you. So um, this one is our pink box. Okay, now we can differentiate. Okay, so the blue box you can see right here is on top of the pink box. The pink box, as you can see in this 3D model, how do I do this? Okay, so as you can see, the pink box is behind the blue box. Okay, so that is really cool. You get to play with all of these 3D models in Microsoft Edge, and if you're using Microsoft Edge, it's really cool. And yeah, that's all I had for this video. These two properties, which are CSS HTML list and also z-index. So that was all I had for this video. Please leave down comments if you want anything to change, like if you don't understand things, if you don't like my pace which I teach at, if you want me to be slow, if you want me to be fast, if you just want to give me suggestions to become better at what I'm doing. I'm also gonna start Python and JavaScript and Java courses soon enough, and they are not gonna affect the speed of the web development courses. So yeah, please like this video if you like my content. If you want to learn more and more about coding, please hit that sub button. That would help. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and your family. Silenx, signing off.